Round 2. Yeah, so we pick out of the same words again. We're gonna throw in an incongruent. Fluffy. We're gonna go 50-50 and see how it turns out. Melancholy. Rainbow. Fuck! You're ruining it. Entropy. Lollipop. Agonizing. Puppy. The duality of man. That's what I'm gonna call the poem. Vivacious. Doki Doki. Misery. Really? Misery? Really? That says a lot about you. Unrequited. Oh my god, I've accidentally clicked on 2. What have we done? Oh no. We gotta even it out. Massacre. Thank goodness. Milk? Yeah, okay, I was unsure about that one. Hop. Analysis. Sugar. Candy. Alright. We got a nice even spread. I suppose. Yeah, it's probably the wrong strategy, but, you know, we'll give it a go. We'll see how it turns out. We've already, I feel like we've already stacked up plenty of points with Natsuki to even it out later. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Louie. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Wow, you're an asshole. Why am I friends with you? Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted to take an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. Fucking Sherlock Holmes over here's got it all figured out. She's gonna turn into an emoticon. That's how destroyed she was. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I see that you're over here stabbing Sayori in the heart. It warms me to see it. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. 50 ways to eat a man. I don't know that there's something funny in there. Yuri! Tell Louie to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Fucking Yuri. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. This chapter's about suffering. That's why it's so fun. I mean, yeah. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's objectively false. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. She's a master of psychological manipulation. It's not that she's evil, per se. She just lacks empathy. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. Quack. Ah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over the mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes up a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? I've seen this one before. You're gonna unhinge your jaw like a fucking snake and just take it from me. I know what you're like. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Wow. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. She's way more popular than me, so she doesn't really associate with me outside of this moment, you know? That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. You know that poem about the hole and somebody being in the hole? Yeah. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. No. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry! I'm super sorry! I punched the microphone as well, I'm sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. What? Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. A convenient alibi. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. I wasn't in the basement, or anything. There was no wood chipper. Anyway, piano. Wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't really! I was lying. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. You know, once maybe I actually ever touch a piano. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. I am not that careless. I used the tongs the entire time, okay? I just wanted to make sure. Keep blaming me for being paranoid. I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did the volume leave off again? I forget. Oh, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? You know I'm too short to reach the top shelf, Monica. Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. I even got you a little stool so that you could reach. Oh my god, it's even worse. It's still there, I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. I knew it. I had it all figured out. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall over there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn, as usual. Ugh. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. Not even close, baby. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. Oh no. Oh no. She rolls it in on the wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Shh! Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go! See, I can do it now! Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends to put it down on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can... Oh my god, don't do this to me, you fuck. I can almost see up her skirt. Ugh. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Louie. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Oh, no. Natsuki looks like she's just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki. Box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not! I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. My life and your life depend on it. You perv! You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. Yeah! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hand, and the books go flying. I got you! The full force of Natsuki's, admittedly extremely tiny body throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Ugh! Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh! She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Ugh! Gross, gross. Ugh! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise and a lot of cursing. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put manga on the top shelf. Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Haha. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert, so I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything. I swear, it was a setup. Please don't tell Yuri to get the knife. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook for now. Oh no. I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that's scattered all over the floor. There's a large diagonal crease across the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out, holding it in her arms like a dying soldier. I must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book down, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Oh god. Natsuki, are you? No! I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking for... No, I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day... it's so hard. Oh, Jesus. I just want to... come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2. But we'll set this one aside. That'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. She's definitely gonna be, like, the yandere, isn't she? I can feel it. Well, I mean, I also feel that way about Yuri as well, though, so... that sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. I mean, I'm kind of got the impression, based off the exchange about her father yesterday, that she doesn't have a fantastic home situation. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, I should do it. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up, if you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time when I opened the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing at things out to me. She is surprisingly sharp, making note of what a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. What a terrible news. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alright, let's get started. Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. But now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There! I said it! Oh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Fantastic, it still fit enough within her demographic. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me. Obviously! You'd think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the value with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you! Natsuki's face freezes, like she's just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Are you bullying Natsuki? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? I'd kill you if you did. No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Natsuki sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. This part about the miserable puppies is very nice. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot more the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well. She, literally looks like a cupcake. And came in with cupcakes that look like cats. Come on, dude. Are you sure you're not cheating, Louis? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind. I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Maybe she's the one that can see behind the fourth wall. Right? She's talking to me, not me, right? You know. This is the thing when you come into a game with expectations. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. What? But Louis wrote this poem. Are we supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Louis is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this, if you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Louis is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sings the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anybody. It's gross. She's gross. The world is probably better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Alright, look, okay, I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down. Not bad, right? It's, you know, it's very foreboding, actually. I'm a little uncomfortable. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. I don't know, I feel like you might be about to stab Yuri. Like, I'm a little, you know... And then everyone's gonna get stabbed. It's not gonna end well. Like, anyone would agree with that subject of this poem is... Anyone who would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Alright, I took it the way darker way. Yeah, because this is what happens when you come into a game with expectations. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes or what they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, okay? Okay, I will. Alright. I guess Monica did read it as well, didn't she? So, let's go over to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Louis. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. I especially like this part about misery. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. Bear this in mind when we read the next poem. And then I trapped him in the basement. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, Christ. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Already this says a lot about Yuri. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I hate this writing. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. She's got urges with knives that are tempting her. I see. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Christ almighty. Bear in mind that the writer might be reflecting off themselves. I was excited to use my knife. This animal. Maybe I was projecting my feelings. I really like cutting people. Fresh and soft. Pavlovian, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can't help but notice that I've subconsciously moved an extra table away from Yuri. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, I hope. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this... Oh no. I can definitely imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah! If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh! That's funny. What do you like to do? Huh? Didn't Tentsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. And that's why she's wrong. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Oh, don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. No problem, Yuri. Good talk. Alright, let's go over to Sayori.